i ciebie. Kikyros ver, vermuchał. Resztę perchyj verpomry chyłkuj, są płękać rym. Perkarabem, bromusz moczyć, wresz wyperchyj. Wychu, pożyczeniowania, nikczemna nowe.
Hello everyone, welcome to a new Let's Play with me, your host Tim, and today we're going to start playing Hellpoint together. Hellpoint is a Dark Souls-like game. The controls and playstyle are more or less exactly the same. We'll have bosses to defeat, a strange world to explore and discover what happened here, although it takes place in a science fiction setting and not a fantasy one. We should talk about the standard stuff that I normally do whenever we play a game of this sort. I have played Hellpoint before. I have beaten this game once, a very long time ago now, several years ago. I remember most of the game, although I do not remember the bosses very well. You should expect me to die during them quite a bit. The game is pretty merciless as well, as all Dark Souls games or Dark Souls-like games are expected to be. So we should expect quite a few deaths here. That said, though, I'm not new at this, although I certainly haven't played it anytime recently. I decided to fire it up and just start recording it. We're playing this game because I was intending to continue to play games that took place in a science fiction setting. And for the Halloween months of September and October, scary games that took place there. This is not a horror game, although some aspects of it will be rather gruesome. Still, and it's not quite Halloween any longer, it being November. Still, I wanted to play this one on screen for a bit. I don't know if we'll complete it, but we're going to make an attempt to do so. This may be a occasional upload as opposed to every other day or so, but we'll see how regularly we can keep at this one. We'll talk about the differences and what have you between this and normal Dark Souls as we continue our adventure. And like Dark Souls, I'll go ahead and chat with you guys during our time together, in order to make it not so boring. Let's talk about the things we see on screen at the moment. Upper left-hand corner of the screen. We have a strange symbol with a 1 under it. Looks like some sort of weird star map or something of the sort. It's going to be difficult to explain that at the get-go. It turns out that we are in a section of the ship that is indicating that there is a, how to call it, that glowing gold circle means this space station is at a certain spot orbiting the black hole, and something is currently accessible if we were in a proper spot to gain access to that thing. I'm being a bit mysterious because you'll see it much later, a bit later on. Our life is a red bar. I think our energy is the blue bar. Our stamina is the green bar. The 1 is the level of the world that we are in. This is standard game, so it's effectively like playing Dark Souls the first time. Level 2 would be New Game Plus. Level 3, New Game Plus Plus. On the upper right-hand corner of the screen are our axioms. Those are the souls of this game. They're used to make very limited purchases, and almost entirely used for just leveling yourself. Oh, is that right? They're used to level yourself up, and they're used to improve your weaponry. Lower left-hand corner is our healing item, our Estus flask, if you were, and 3 modules you can have going at one time. We'll cover those later when we begin getting them. That meter is indicating that we are gaining heat. Heat is a status effect. We are standing over that heater after all. It is similar to, say, bleed or poison or some one of those other effects from Dark Souls. Once you have a certain amount of it, once both upper meters are filled, you will suffer the effect of being on fire and take damage very quickly. Breaches are the campfires or bonfires of this world. Here, you can go ahead and spend your axioms, and resting or one of these, or connecting to one of these, that's the proper thing to say, will reset the world. Enemies that have died will respawn again. There is no player versus player in this game, by the way. We do not have to worry about invasions. There is co-op in the game, but we will not be using it. These glowing green hands are often tutorials. We'll skip the vast majority of these. A pipe. Well, everyone needs a starting weapon. This one's ours. It's based on strength, and solely on strength. And it's going to give us a few other stats by equipping it. The most important thing for me, over there on the right, is the physical damage that it does. 13. We'll talk more about all this stuff later. There's leveling of weapons in the game too. You'll see that as we play, and we'll cover that a little bit as we go forward. Now bear with me, viewer. I haven't played the game in a while. I want to make sure my hotkeys are correct. You have a light attack and a heavy, just like Dark Souls. You can run in the game. I can't believe I remember the button for that. I think there's jumping. Yes, there is. Okay. Alright, and dodging? Alright, so it's all the standard buttons for me. We've picked a really bad time to start playing the game, though. Because of where the space station's located. It's about to get extraordinarily difficult. Much more difficult than it needs to be. We're probably dying right away. But, well, it's all good. It's all fun and games, I suppose. That circle represents where the black hole is, I believe. Oh, well, actually, maybe that's the station. That's gotta be the station. So that's the station orbiting the black hole at the moment. When it over in the upper left-hand corner, I'm talking about the gold circle, what's currently a gold circle at the moment. When that reaches the cone to the east or west of the black hole, bad things can happen on the station, which is going to make it a little more difficult to adventure in here. You can lock onto enemies to make sure that you don't have to worry about camera facing. Scrap shield. Well, we don't really have no reason not to equip it. Actually, there is a reason not to equip it. So, like Dark Souls, you have a weight allowance. If you go over that, you begin to move slower and dodge slower as well. We're currently light, though. I don't see why we can't continue to use a light shield and pipe. Mental note, Tim. That wasn't block. That's block. What I hit? The run button. Okay. Killing enemies will earn you axioms, just as like you had earned souls from Dark Souls by killing enemies. Here's something else up ahead. There are secrets in the game. In the form of walls you can interact with. Even though it's been like 3 years since I played the game, viewer, I probably remember where most of these are. Now, for this first video, I'm just going to play through it with the character that we have here, and probably level ourselves up with a few stats here or there. But I would like you guys, if, well, it doesn't matter what I like, but if you guys would like to see a particular build, let me know in the comments down below. I'll tally up what you would like to see, and we'll play it. Your choices are going to be sword and board, sword and energy gun, a spellcaster. Well, it'll be some time until we actually get a energy cube that can cast spells, or we can use two-handed weapons. Let me know which of those options you would like, and we'll try for that. You could also let me know if you would like it to be a tech type of character or an occult type of character, and we'll see if I can equip the items for those various things. Hear that? There's at least two above us. Enemies can drop down, I think. Not very bright zombies. They are zombies. Oh, I never noticed that thing looks like it has multiple arms attached to it. Oh, how horrible. Oh, and he did drop down, but now we're avoiding him at the moment. Most of the those squares that you pick up. Oh, okay, we're entering a certain type of field around the black hole, starting to shake a little bit. Well, most of those are going to end up being axions. Notice that now the strange compass or map is glowing. We are now inside a special area. If we had vision to the outside, it would look a little different than it does normally. Oh, they can run? they can run. I like how he runs. He reminds me of Spinal from Killer Instinct. Come on, sir. We seem to have been birthed in an area that is reserved for maintenance. This doesn't feel like anyone would actually be walking around and doing anything else in here but maintaining some of the ship systems. Doesn't look like there's anything up here. Normally, if you were, I would also walk everywhere, but I will spare you from that, and we will do some jogging. You guys remember my Dark Souls playthrough all those years ago now, where we walked everywhere? I will not do so, here. At the very least, we'll, like, jog. We'll leave it alone. Seems to be doing something important. Enemies do notice sound, so you can kind of sneak up on enemies. And I think there is... Actually, I don't know if there's parrying in this game. I think there's only like 2 walls in the entire game, by the way, which you can destroy like that. And the first one is obviously right there. These are the ladders of this world, although you can jump off of them. Like Dark Souls, there is falling damage, and you can die from falling too far. There's more than just zombies around here. That's a rather difficult enemy for us at this point in the game. Let's see if we can avoid it. Actually, Tim, you have to go back up there. This just leads to a dead end, effectively. At least one if you want to avoid that creature. Yeah, that's not going to happen. What else can we show off really quick? I think there is a map, but I don't know how to pull it up. These wretches look like they've actually been experimented on. like husks from Void War. Probably made of corpses as opposed to something that was living at one point. Or I guess whoever just didn't care about how horrific an existence would be to a living thing to be converted into that. Oh. Let's see if we can sneak? Are you sure about that, Tim? We can listen to that strange metallic sound to know where that demon, effectively, is located walking around. Enemies have decent vision, so we don't necessarily want to be seen by it. We have to jump off these occasionally. Oop, did we die? Okay, we did not. Jumping off of these can be very, very tricky, though. Okay, there we go. Just hitting the button without pressing a direction will leap you straight backwards. Holding a direction results in what you just saw. Me almost dying. Some poor other soul didn't make it, I see. A daemon cannon. This is a schematic. It will let us craft this item if we find a crafting bench to do so. And I think this is one right here. We find carbon and insulium rods are used for such crafting. Let's see if we can actually print it. No. We need insulium particles, carbon particles, and 4 bones. I guess we have to break down the things we're picking up to get those things. So we can't actually use this yet to craft anything. But it is good to know it's here, in case we actually want to make occult weaponry. Yes, there are jumping puzzles in this game, by the way, and that involve ladders. They're not very nice. Rather difficult. That demon creature is not normally here. It's here when the space station is at the current positions that you see, the left or right of the black hole. We're here for the elevator that I think is located in this very room. Actually, it's right there. But I don't want to risk going to get it while that creature's here. So we'll explore instead. Oh, it's like a cargo bay here. We can drop down there. I don't see the demon. Must have led to the shuttle bays, I'm guessing, where supplies were dropped off here, or ports? No. No, well, it actually feels like it. Like this was something that would grab one. Or is this some sort of maintenance? That secret we took seems to have prevented us from coming down here via the other direction. I don't see the demon anymore. The way your Estus flasks work in this game is that you must hurt things or to kill things to charge them. You have a maximum number of uses of them. I think you start at 2. Note that the red circle around it is getting lighter. This means we are getting closer to unlocking another one of these. They do not get automatically filled when you connect to one of the portals. We really don't want to fight that, viewer. That thing can kill us in a single hit at this point in the game. I mean, it's worth a lot of Axions, but there's no way I'm killing it. It's guarding the elevator, too. And we can't really go anywhere else. I guess we'll make her... Oh, or we won't. Oh, yeah, he's guarding it. He knows you want to get there. Okay. Well, then, I really don't want to fight it, viewer. We're not fighting it. I don't want to die immediately. Okay. We've just left that area around the dark hole, and the creature has now faded out of existence. Could have gone a lot worse. Took a little bit of damage, and our heal hypo is now full. We should arguably use it so that we can start filling it again. And we are hurt. Oh, man. What the heck happened on this station? These are all body bags, I think. We seem to be taller than... Well, no, because the whole entire world was designed for, I guess, these people, not something like us. But it feels like we're taller than these. Welcome. On Irid Novo, all nations of the Milky Way join together in harmony to strengthen the emboldening order that will secure our future generations. The Ministry wishes all dignitaries and diplomats a very fruitful sojourn on board. Directions. Observatory. Overson Dominion. The pond. Really much to go on there. That doesn't look very healthy for us. Looks like it's guarding that direction. Well, then it can guard that way. We don't need to go that way. I just wanted to. Oh. And I can hear more hostiles around somewhere. This way looks guarded. Well, it's the only way. Well, there's actually several other ways we can go. We don't have to go this way, but let's do it. What's the worst that happens? We die? Everyone dies in Souls games. There's stuff I could be, by the way, reading or clicking on. We'll do so in a little bit. The fog gates, viewer. Peace through the abyss. Darkness begins. Light ends darkness. We summon you, Devourer of Souls. Oh, that doesn't sound very good for us. Our first enemy, viewer. Ooh! And we took a big hit. Her life is down below. Is apparently an Archon slaver. She's quick. I think it's a she. It looks like it's wearing a dress to me. I don't know when it's the 2 or the 3 attack. It's activated an aura around it. We are earning frost damage over time. As long as we're close to it. Once our frost is too high, we will take the extra damage from it. I'm just gonna use this now, just to be safe. as long as we're patient, I think we can do this. Oh! I got hit and stunned, and we got frosted. If we take another combo like that, we're doomed. We need to heal. It was going so well, viewer. It was going so well.
We're 1/4 towards charging another heal hypo, but it's at half life. It's probably not happening. Those symbols are because we've taken so much frost damage. Actually, rather, we're going insane. I'm surprised we had the energy to dodge that. Oh, had to dodge twice. She's on to us. This is the third one, yep. It's a wonderful looking creature. Like in Dark Souls, when you die, well, your stuff is left there. So we've lost all the souls and have to redo everything we just did again. Although we do keep any of the equipment that we had found earlier. I was so hoping to kill her with the very first attempt, but well, you can't get hit with from the combo. We got hit right away there. All right, no problem. We'll just go back. Oh, and that's odd. Our health hypo was restored to full. I'm glad. We'll take it. This time, we'll do things a little more cautiously. When we get about 750 Axions, we'll head back here and level ourselves up to make that fight a little easier for us. I suppose the battle is supposed to be the equivalent of the demon guard? I actually don't remember what it was called in the Dark Souls series. So last time we went that way. This time we'll try a different direction. I love how they crawl out of the floors in the walls. Some sort of reactor, perhaps? Feels good. The weapons have a good amount of heft, and I like the sound effects they make when you manage to smash into something with them.
I don't believe you can block its attacks, by the way. We can try that next time we fight and see how effective it is. But I think certain creatures do different types of damage. It is doing what I think is called void damage. Oh, there's nowhere to go here. Guess we're supposed to drop down. And we've been here before. All right, no problem. So now we'll have a better idea of... We can clear the room a little easier and more thoroughly. Now that we don't have to worry about a giant demon down here. Nope, mistimed it. That's always awkward. He seemed to be enraptured by something. I thought for sure we were about to die right there. The thing's clawing attack can kill you or do significant damage if you get comboed right at the very beginning of it. We can wear the things these are wearing, and there isn't actually very much to other pieces of equipment. I mean, there are, but at the moment, we'll take anything we can get. Even this. The victim's headgear weighs 3 and gives us a little more tenacity, and gives us a little bit of resistances over there. Oh, and there was our load over there. We're at 24%. 41's our max load allowance. We ourselves are not, we're a, android? Construct. So, I don't know if we even will feel pain, although for certain we can be staggered and stunned. Actually, no, I think we do, because I think we grunt when we take hits. But that just might be the reaction of being the impact that we are suffering, rather than actually feeling it, as it were. Like a rock would say something for being struck. This guy, by the way, yep, can shoot. And he hits hard, apparently. I just realized we died, viewer. We died. So, there's another penalty for dying in this game. I'm surprised we haven't seen it. Maybe they removed it from everyone complaining about it. We will certainly die again in the future, and we'll talk a little bit about what happens when we see what occurs because we died at that point. More raw insilium. I feel like for sure we've missed other places in here, but we'll give it a more thorough look later. feels so good to play a Dark Souls game again. It's been so long. I own the second and third games, by the way, but I've never played them. I see it. There it is. So there's the thing that was patrolling and is standing guard over there, but there's something new here now. Did you see it briefly? The architecture of this place and the designs feel rather alien? No, that's the wrong word. I don't recognize the symbolism here. It feels like it's designed mostly for, like, machines, though. Not for humans. It's very cold. In proper Dark Soul style, there's probably a bad guy beneath us. There was. It's a gun guy. I think he saw us? He did not see us. And what did we fight for? A cross shield. Or a schematic of one. Oh, and something else apparently. No, it's bugged. Oh no! My game is glitchy. Okay. But we'll proceed onward anyway. That's where we came from. I don't trust those whatsoever. We will not investigate the statues at this moment. I don't think we can get back to our initial point that way. But we can, according to the directory, by going back this way to the right. There it is. That viewer is us, effectively. It's a AI-controlled opponent who wears the same gear you wear when you die. It is very good at fighting. Much better than we are going to end up being. Please open. Okay. My memory of the map still holds up well enough. Enemies have a chance to drop weapons, but only some enemies have a chance to drop, like, weapons and armor. I don't I don't know if you can get any of the pieces from those particular knights, although we can find it later on if we're interested in wearing that type of gear, depending upon what type of character we want to play. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Well, infusing us is how we level up. So I think we'll take a little bit more life, so we don't die immediately to a triple hit combo, hopefully. And we'll take a point in strength. Maybe do a little more damage. Now we have the option of consuming axions. This allows us to use those axions we're finding out there. Can we level ourselves up one more time? We can. And at the end of the day, stamina, health, and load are not bad things to take. We'll grab a little more stamina. Alright, not the most exciting level up, I suppose. But maybe we can handle fighting that thing again. Do we go back the way we came again? One more time, kill all those starting creatures? Or do we try to run past these? I think running past is always a way to... No, we're not running past while our doppelganger is here. We could fight it, but if it does kill us, we won't be able to regain the axions we left behind from the boss. It's not that many, to be honest. Like, at all. But I don't want to lose them. So we'll go back as fast as we can to the boss through these underpassages. Or as fast as Tim is willing to go. Maybe we can drop down there. And we can. A shard. A different weapon. This one's based on reflex, so your dexterity. Weighs less, does half the damage our axe does. Probably want that. Oh, you know what? We need to kill these things anyway, viewer. We need to recharge our health hypo. Once opened from a side with a button like that, I believe the door will remain open. Alright, let's kill enough of these things to recharge our hypo, and then we'll take the elevator. Right, you have a little bit of combos too. I should remember that I can use them. We're almost fully charged. Alright, there we go. Extra equipment that you do not use can be broken down for axioms, I believe, or for carbon or insilium. Or insilium. Hopefully we don't die a second time, viewer. I apologize if we do. There's more stuff to see and explore here, but we're rather fragile. And with our doppelganger walking around, I'd rather keep pushing forward if we can. Alright, round 2. Or rather, back for a, oh my goodness, I messed it up. I don't even know what I'm supposed to say. There's our axioms from earlier. We got them back. We really can't combo her at all if she starts swinging. I'm healing. It's not worth. We can die with that many hit points. Oh, that was a nasty hit. Good for her. I didn't mean to take the third swing, but I'm glad we did. If that had been a quick combo, that would have been the end of us. Tim. I went for another hit. Your stamina back. Woo! Alright! Took 2 attempts. Not bad. Took me like 5 the very first time I tried fighting her. All those years ago now. We're immediately leveling ourselves up! Let's see. So we can't go wrong with stamina. I guess we'll take a little bit of load. Since I don't know what type of character we should be playing at the moment, I think we'll just grab this at this time. We'll play a little longer, viewer, and then we'll call it quits for the first video. You guys can let me know what type of character you'd like to see. If I don't get any reactions or no one says, I guess we'll play a gun user and single-hand weapon is what we'll try. I'll have to remember how to do that, though, like how to build such a character. There's other things to see, by the way, in that area, but we're going to take a break from it and go someplace else. Let me know if you would like me to translate the language. There aren't too many things that speak in this game, but when they do, it's all in a made-up language. You will venture throughout Irinodo, making your own way and searching for answers, and then report your observations to me. Exercise your free will and quench your thirst for truth. I know it dwells within you, pushing you forward. But before you go, you may ask me any questions you might have. What am I? You are a human being, a newborn, and thus immune to this affliction. We are totally not a human being. At least, not as we understand it. For thousands of years, your race has endured and thrived on many worlds. Actually, maybe we are. We just played Soma. You don't need a human body, I suppose, to be human. But, well, we have a human-ish looking body, but it doesn't look like it's made of flesh, for example. I suppose we could be as human as anything else if all it takes to be human is to think like a human. And with resilience, we shall prevail through this moment as well. I am unwell and must rest soon. Do you have any other questions? Why are you unwell? I am the last survivor on Irid Novo. I don't know how, but the merge hasn't affected me yet. However, I feel myself becoming less anchored to this world. I have no idea how much time I have left. I will use my energy sparingly, but I will try to help you. Take refuge in the observatory, equip yourself, and venture forth to investigate the events on Irid Novo. We need you to collect data from the world and bring it back to me once you are done. Our story must never be forgotten, and we cannot let the project go to waste. You will come back to this exact location when I summon you. Do you understand? I guess that's how it is then. You always have a choice. I did not make you to be a slave. I must leave now and make the most of the time I have left. I am sorry I cannot help you any more than this. Remember this place. I guess we will speak, viewer, after all, rather than let you guys choose. It doesn't speak through every single sentence or statement that it makes, so. Oh, okay, so we're about to get our first module, but they're called programs. Let's take a look at it. Our Omnicube. You can assign things to, as you can see, the gamepad here. The only one we're able to actually place in here is Omnicool Transposition. This will teleport us back to the last, whatchamacallit, rift that we interacted with, I think. Can we read about this at all? An Omicube program that uses axions to bring the user back to the last quantum anchor or breach visited. I think it maybe consumes. This might be a kill me type of thing. The Omicube. Once the pinnacle of reprogrammable nanotech, the Omicube was relegated to the status of children's toy when the printing of nanotech within building structures became commonplace. Some still find it useful for tasks such as mining or exploration. We'll read about our other items, by the way, I guess starting in the next episode. Very cool looking symbolism here. I like that portrait. Portrait? Mural? Mural. 2051. The first exiles. Here to the memory of the 1,300 pioneers, workers, researchers, and leaders who left Earth centuries ago to give birth to the people of the stars. I think this game was a Kickstarter game as well, so maybe they had that many backers. The observatory. The writing here is translatable. It's a one-to-one, I believe, with the English language. That's where we're trying to get to. We'll call it quits when we get down there. There isn't a whole lot of fighting up here, so I guess we'll just make a beeline right forward going downstairs. There are things to find in this area, but we'll find them next episode. That's quite a fall. We don't want to have to respawn back at the last rift gate we had been at. Actual armor. Though I won't say no to the fact that we got a good helmet. A good helmet? We got some sort of, well, this isn't even a helmet. Some sort of jaw, equipable jaw. Last episode, this episode. So this gear is better for defense, but it does weigh more. That said, I guess we'll wear it to show you what it looks like. We're currently overburdened, which is why we're making that sound. What's the current load? We're at 30 of 44. Thus, we're at 68% of our total load allowance. As you can see, our rolls are slower. Strength melee conductor, +1. And a reflex melee conductor, +1. Do we explain this stuff now? No, we'll do it in next episode, viewer. We'll go ahead and read this really quick, and then we'll activate the observatory and call this a video. Alas, no one knew about the victory, and so that night they murdered their hero just as they needed him most. You'll see a percentage that appeared above this text box. You see it slowly fading, 1.83%. When we have acquired, I think, 80% of what there is to know, or find whatever it is that the lore is in this world, we will be called back. Defeating some enemies and bosses will also reward this. Bosses in particular reward quite a bit of it. I think if you defeat all 3 bosses, you get enough of it to return. But you don't have to kill all 3 to earn enough. And I suppose I also just now gave this away. There are indeed 3 bosses in the game. Okay, I guess we'll wear this at the moment. Alright guys, we'll talk more about game mechanics and what have you in the next one. Thank you for watching this, and maybe I'll see you in the next video. Take care everyone. Thanks again for watching.